Welcome to another edition of Feel Good Friday. As I was thinking about what should I talk about, I just finished a conversation with my daughter Tracy. Tracy always calls me when she's heading home from the gym in Boston, and we have these wonderful little conversations. And I remembered as a younger person, or even before I became a parent, I hated parents who bragged and bragged and bragged about their kids. But of course, I became the monster I despised, and I always brag and brag and brag about my kids. Tracy made that task pretty darn easy because she got her master's degree from Harvard. And everybody's impressed, and I would never miss an opportunity to bring it up. And whenever they asked me what she did, I would tell her that she would put on conferences in underdeveloped countries like Uganda, Ethiopia, Thailand, Honduras, and other countries. I can't remember them all. My retirement dream was that I would go wherever she went, and we'd stay for an extra week, and I could enjoy seeing the world at the expense mostly of the U.S. Taxpayer. Well, that's sweet. And I always remember talking to Tracy. It took months to put on these seminars, especially in Africa. I remember one in particular. There was 10 countries involved, half French, half English. You have to coordinate that. You have to get translators. And every time I talked to her, she was stressed to the max. She had this jerk she had to deal with in Norway. She had this, she had that. Stress, stress, stress. She would have to leave her family behind for 2 weeks. She'd be jet lagged. There was a lot of things that weren't particularly good about this job that I bragged about and everybody else was so totally impressed with. Well, along came COVID and all that sort of stuff shut down. And my daughter made a rather difficult decision. She could have stayed where she was at, kept the health benefits, which we know in the United States is so important to have it. And she went out and she started her own business. She started her own business in a field that requires no education. I don't believe there's any enforced state standards or anything. She's into holistic healing. She's into healing of that, just helping people heal, help people feel better, how to deal with stress. And I kept thinking, I no longer really have the opportunity to brag about these cool conferences. But there's one thing that I just totally enjoy. Every time I now talk to Tracy, I get the standard line. I love what I do, Dad. That is such music to my ears. That's one thing I think for all of us who want to go out and brag about accomplishments and titles and this and that. That's all fine and dandy. But make sure you love what you do. Because we are put in this world to do what we love to do, not to impress someone else. Have a great week.